Well, welcome back. I'm so excited to have Deb Denbeck, Joanne Poppleton with me today from Partnership for Kids, our cover story for the June issue. Thank you both for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
30 years.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I'll just kind of show this here. 30 years, so our cover story talking about Partnership for Kids, the bright future, fostering hope for 30 years. So Deb, what does that all mean?
Well, obviously, it means that there's been a lot of success stories.
Yeah.
Mike and Gail started this 30 years ago, and it grew from about 20 students to now way into the thousands of students. And every year, this past year, we graduated 68 from high school and 20 from college, and these are starting now to be our bigger classes. But it's really a program that's designed to help young people that are growing up in poverty, and really for them to be able to see what the future looks like and what it can be for them, regardless if you're growing up in poverty or what your social economical status is. And what these young people really need is that there's hope for a bright future. And so through our programming at every level, elementary, middle, high school, college, we do all that programming that really opens that future and really guides them to graduation and a career.
Well, and that's a great segue into you, Joanne, program director for elementary and middle school. So let's just talk a little bit about that. And what does that mean?
Well, what that means is it all begins with this Partnership for Kids works very closely in partnership with the Omaha Public Schools, and we align with their educational curriculum and with their strategic planning. And so we are built together in the schools with them, and we are in 6 elementary schools where we serve all of the students in the schools, and that we work closely with the teachers, and the students have a reading, a life skill goal, and an attendance goal, because we also work with the Strive for 95 that the Omaha Public Schools supports on the students. And we bring volunteers in, and they work with the students in pre-K through kindergarten, or pre-kindergarten, pre-K through 3rd grade is our Book Buddy program, and twice a month they come into the school and they read a book with these students, and the students are able to bring the book home, and that provides them 14 books during the school year. And with their longevity in the program, when they get through 3rd grade, they will have 70 books in their in-home library.
That to me is just amazing, because even when I was a child, I mean, we would read books, but I mean, that's like a big deal. And it kind of goes into the whole mentorship thing, because you're looking for people in the community to come in and be book buddies with these kids.
Yes. Yes, and as the ages grow, the mentors from the community, they evolve, because then in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, they work with them in a group mentoring setting in the classroom on their goals, on their reading, life skill, and attendance goal too. And that is also curriculum based, and they spend 30 minutes with these students twice a month on talking to them about their goals and reviewing the curriculum that covers areas of financial vitality, careers, college, healthy relationships. And
I mean, that, and again, that's so important, because if you're not learning that at this age level, you're kind of just out in the world just fending for yourself, for lack of a better way to say it. So,
and we are a large support for the students and for the families. We are here to support them in any means that we have, and we have such a great connection with the community and the volunteers that we have. We have over 400 volunteers that come into these schools, and from several different corporations, and so we are able to connect them and help support the families that are in need and the students with their academics and attendance.
So that's so wonderful. So we'll go back to like the 30th year anniversary. There's lots of things going on this year. Do you want to speak to that a little bit? Like what?
Well, we do have a full-fledged amount of activities going on, and trying to really get the word out about the 30th anniversary, because this is really a legacy program. You know, Mike and Gail started it, and now they want to see the community really take hold of this and be responsible for this program going forward, because it is making a difference. When you're putting out the kind of results that we have, and those results really happen because of the length that you have with the program. And you know, getting kids out of poverty is not easy. And so you have to build the trusting relationship. You have to have consistent programming. you have to have a lot of time with these kids, and you have to have a lot of resources.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have one, then the student could fall through the cracks. And that's what we're really trying to do, is we're more of a preventive program of making sure that these young people are on a path to success.
Yeah.
And that's really was Mike and Gail's whole mantra when they started, was let's give these kids a great path. So we just obviously celebrated all the students that we serve here as school got out. And now we're having some summer activities for our young people, a lot of summer programming where they're getting to see and experience different career paths. Along with that, we have several other activities within the community. We have our Swing for Kids golf event, July 29th at Tiburon. So we have that event going on. And then we also are partnering with the Omaha Marathon. And the 5K this year, Andy, I know you'll be running, but the 5K really is the Partnership for Kids run. And then we have Hops and Grapes, but our big event is November 13th.
Okay.
And that's really when we want to showcase this program to the community of Omaha, and that's going to be at the Hilton, downtown Hilton. So
it kind of culminates like with this gala. So I
Yeah,
mean,
it
it's
does.
like this big event. You've got the golf tournament, the walk, the run, which I just also want to mention. That's a qualifying like marathon run, isn't it?
it's qualifying for the Boston
Yeah,
Marathon.
yeah. So people that are just that's their goal.
Yep.
This is something that helps them along their journey. Hops and Grapes is really great, and then on the 13th of November, having this big just celebration.
And it's really a celebration to show the program, celebrate our young people and the people that have come through our program.
Yeah.
But it's also our time to really say thank you to Gail and Mike for what they've started.
Right. And like you said too, you've got these two amazing people that start something, and now the community, how can we continue to take that into the future and step up and be a mentor or financially donate or just being involved in it, because it's important. It's our community.
It is involved, and if we, I always say this, we can invest now,
Yeah.
or we will pay later, because these are, the statistics are really against these kids, because, they might be hungry and need a loaf of bread or something. They could get in trouble for that. And so we need to invest, because these are our future. And just because they're growing up in poverty doesn't mean these aren't smart and great kids. I mean, we need to invest in all of our kids in the future, because this is our future of Omaha, and they are our future leaders. And I mean, just like in this class, we have 2 young men that are going off to med school, and one grew up homeless.
Right.
So you're looking at that and going, these kids know how to overcome obstacles. They just need hope and guidance that there is that bright future for them.
Absolutely. I just love it. Thank you so much. So website to go learn about everything plus events is?
www.p4k.org.
Okay. And again, this hot off the press, literally hot off the press. We'll have these for sale at the Bookworm on 90th and Center, but I know we're going to be distributing them around to everybody. Just so excited, and really just appreciate everything and the contribution, because it's making such a big difference in the lives of so many that are going to make a big difference. So the ripple effect is huge.
Yeah. Thank you, Andy.
Yeah. Well, thank you both. Yeah, thank you both for being here. And we will be right back.